Hi everyone, it's Lori and welcome to my channel. I hope you are all doing well today. So I am needing to get these three tall, skinny, slim, whatever you want to call it, journals started and completed. So I have all the papers in there. I just need to sew in the signatures on all three. So I thought I would bring you guys along with me. So we're just going to grab one and get started. So if you've never sewn in a signature before, the items you're going to need is an awl or some kind of pokey tool, some kind of thread. I use the wax thread. This whole kit was bought on Amazon. Either some bulldog clips like these. I use 4. A lot of people don't use the clips. I do, because for me it just helps hold things together. Or these super big paper clips. And on my tall skinny journals, I like to use the really big paper clips. And a needle. So what you first want to start out by doing is getting, and I use a cradle. This is called a cradle. And this is from Amy over at Crafty Cat. I actually had 2. I had a different colored, I think a gray one was the first one I bought, and then I asked her if she could do a pink one, and she did. So that leads me to believe she will do custom colors. So go over and check out Amy at Crafty Cat. These things are amazing. I can't see really binding anything when it's a one signature without that. So that just fits down in there. Yep, it's going to be perfect. So the first thing I did was took my thread, and I've already got all 3 done, and you're just going to go 3 lengths. So you just measure that till you get 3 lengths and then cut. So I've got that threaded, so that is ready to go. So the next thing I'm going to do is just make sure that I have all of my pages in here, and I believe this right here is chapter 1. Have all the fussy cuts right off of camera here, or most of it is. Some pages I turned up to make little pockets and stuff, but just make sure that your pages are where you want them, and of course put in there the right way, because I can't tell you how many times I've sewn things upside down. And the amount of pages you want to put in is, you know, totally up to you. You can put as many or as little as you want. So then I just kind of push these pages in here, pushing it into what's going to be the spine there, and then I just put my clip on it. So I do one like that, and then I flip it, and I'm going to do the same thing to this side, which is now the back, and just make sure that that is on there, and then I flip it back, and again push those papers into the spine, and put that one there, and then flip it over and do the other side. Like I said, a lot of people don't use these, but for me it just works out a lot better. And then you take your cradle and you simply sit it in there. And most of the time on these one signature journals, I don't measure exactly where the center is. I just guess. So I am going to close it up a little bit, and then just try to kind of, I don't know, guess at where my center is. Okay, and then just poke your holes, and then I take it out and push my awl on through all 3 of those holes again. I am doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Find my hole here, just to make that hole a little bit bigger, because for me it makes it easier to thread my needle. Now sometimes even doing that is still hard to get it through there, depending on what type of material. So I do always have my needle nose pliers handy. Plus I have arthritis and trouble with my hands in case I need to grab this and pull it on through. So those are always right to my right. So the 3-hole pamphlet stitch, we're going to go through the middle hole here and pull that through, and then from the inside I'm going to leave some hanging here, and then we're going to go up through that bottom hole. Okay, so we've got that right. So now I'm going to go pull this to this side, and I kind of pull that a little tight, because we're going to go back through the middle hole, and you don't want to split your threads, which means you don't want to stick this, you know, you want it going back through the hole and not splitting the thread, because if you do that, you're not going to be able to tighten it. And then once I'm in there, we're going to go through the top here. So I'll talk you guys through this one, and then we will just do the next one, or the next two. Okay, let's see. So that's having a little trouble, so I'm just going to take my awl and put it back through there. Make that hole just a tad bit bigger. And there we go. Alright, so once it is through there, bring that down a little bit. Then I have this string through the right, and I'm going to go through this one. So then you have one on this side and one on this side. Now, at this point, I know some people leave these clips on there. I like to take them off. But again, there's millions of videos out there that actually shows you different ways that you can do that. So, alright, what I'm actually going to do is just pull these. I'll try to pull these tight here. There we go. And then just tie us a couple of knots. Pulling that tight. And there we go. And then these strings hanging down, you can hang things from them like charms or put beads on them. Not sure what I'm going to do, so I normally just leave mine. So there is the first one. One down, two to go. Okay, let's put this back on there so that it doesn't get lost. Not really worried that it's not on there the right way. I just want it on there so I don't lose it. Okay, and then we have this lighter pink one. Don't remember what pages. Okay, I believe this is also from her kit. Got some red in here. I really like that red. Look at how pretty. And again, that is chapter 1. So again, I'm just going to push that down in to the spine. Hope you're all doing well today. Doing pretty good. It is Tuesday when I'm filming. I do work 2 to 10 today, the closing shift. But I had been working on another project, and then I was to the point where I wasn't 100% sure where to go with that one, so I tucked it all away. And then when the inspiration strikes me, I will work on it again. And in cleaning up, guys, I have a whole basket excuse me, full of ephemera that I need to use. Well, I have more than the one basket, but okay, so we've got our needle threaded. But yeah, I have more than the one basket of ephemera that I need to use. Okay, so I thought I would get on these 3 journals, which were next in my stack of to-do stuff, and go ahead and get them started and use some of that ephemera. It's going to be a beautiful day here. We've got some cooler weather coming for the weekend, but Yep, I think the next, let's see, today's Tuesday. I think today is going to be in the 70s, but then the next couple of days it's actually going to be in the 80s. Well above the average high. Okay, so let's see. Just kind of pull these tight. Get that through there. Hope you're all having a good day. And then I like to pull these a bit tight. Alright. We are just moving right along. Oh yeah, that's good. And now we will get the last one done. Thank you guys for coming along with me while I work on these. Get them ready. Alright, this one. Okay, so this one has a good bit of my digitals in it, along with some other ones. That's my antique wallpaper, letter, antique letter. This here is actually on vellum. That's my antique wallpaper, and you can find those kits in my shop. So let's go ahead and get this one done. Okay, that's not. Okay, there we go. Was it really straight? Okay. Yep, pretty easy once you get to rocking and rolling. Alright, now our last one here. I like to take my fingernail and do that. And it makes that wax thread thin so it goes through the needle better. Or for me it feels like it does anyway. So you're going to pick about where the center is, and then the other two holes I like to come up around 1 inch from the top and bottom. Holes a little bit bigger here. Alright, so we're done with that. So we'll put it back in our bag. Alright. Go in there. Up through there. And pull that one down. Maybe. There we go. Yep. And then go back up through the top. Oh guys, I found a new recipe on, it's like a taco dinner thing. saw it on, where did I see it? TikTok. So that is what I'm going to be cooking this week for dinner on Thursday. So excited. Looks so yummy. Okay, get that through there. And then take these off. Have this little tube, that I keep my needles in. Cute bag. Okay. So now we'll pull that a bit tight and then do our 2 knots. And we should be done. Awesome. There we go, guys. Alright, sorry it's such a short video, but I do need to run and get ready for work. I was just going to do these, so I thought, why not bring you guys along with me? So that is 3 tall skinny journals that now have their pages sewn in. Alright guys, thank you all so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.